Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the leaf and bean brewer. So in this video we're going to talk about this brewer, we're going to drink some tea out of it, and I'm just going to show you how it works. So a very quick video. This is going to go under the teaware playlist. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, then please give the video the thumbs up. The more thumbs in the air, the more tea videos are going to come your way. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, then go click that button. Okay, so the leaf and bean brewer. Rather than talk too much about it, I think the best thing to do is to show you how it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to brew up some tea. It's Sunday morning here. So yeah, let's start off with some GABA. So 500 ml capacity, so a large capacity compared to a lot of other brewers, which means that you can brew for a group of people, but it's also suitable for brewing for yourself as well. I'm going to put in a couple of teaspoons of tea, like this. Now you can see the lid here has a twisting function. So as long as this is in the middle, the water will stay in the chamber. The moment you twist it, it will release the water. So I'm going to put it in the middle, pour it over some hot water. Now you can, if you want, you can do a tea rinse, just like a tea ceremony style brewing. So you pour the water over and then go over your sink, and then I can do it over my tea pet, and then you can release the water. So you can do a tea wash if you want to. You don't have to. Right, so let's pour some water over and do our first brew. Okay, so some features here. Large chamber, as I said. You've got the clear window, which allows you to look at the leaf unfold and also give you a judgment on how strong the tea is, which is very useful. You have a little drip tray here. This doesn't leak. I mean, you can see this is full of water and it's really not leaking, but there will be, of course, the odd drop that happens as water spills down the side. So it's nice to have a drip tray. That way you can just leave it on your counter and you don't make any mess. So in terms of the convenience of this brewer is that you can use any drinking vessel you want. So you could have a mug like this, and you can just put the leaf and bean brewer over your mug, twist the lid, and it will start dispensing the tea. Of course, that's if you're drinking by yourself. You can have a couple of mugs if you're drinking with two people, or you could have a larger teapot. This is our Symphony glass teapot, and you can just stick that over, twist the lid. It'll decant the tea. And what's wonderful now is that the leaf is ready for your next infusion. So you can keep infusing. You're not going to waste your leaf, and you're certainly not going to leave your leaf in the water to stew. So I'm going to immediately brew up another batch of this tea so that I can have a large teapot of tea. Let me quickly talk to you about the material used. This is safe at high temperature food grade plastic. This is obviously a point of controversy for some people. If you are one of the people out there that is concerned about BPA and about potential leaching of BPA, then you really need to use glass, porcelain or clay. You can't use any plastics. I've done a lot of research in this, and I'm happy to use this leaf and bean brewer, especially because we're talking about 1 minute, 2 minutes maximum of brewing time. So it doesn't really give much chance for any leaching to happen. I also think that the amount that leaches is minuscule. However, if you are one of those people that is concerned about BPA, then by all means you need to brew with glass, porcelain or clay. Do not trust the BPA-free plastics out there. A lot of them contain BPS, which has been shown to have very similar effects to BPA. They're made by the same company, especially there's one, I'm not going to mention names, but there's one company that makes the vast majority of the BPA-free plastics, and there's a lot of controversy in their plastics too. So, as I said, completely up to you. If you are somebody who wants to be absolutely plastic-free, fine, glass and porcelain. However, you won't get these these movements and these mechanisms with glass. Okay, so tea's brewed. You can see how easy that is. So now I've got a litre of tea here. I can pour and serve for lots of people. Really convenient, really easy to use. Highly recommend it. One of the questions that we get asked quite a lot in our shop in London is what is the difference between the leaf and bean brewer and the connoisseur tea brewer. So this is one of our other products. This is a very popular product of ours. Well, the main differences are, first of all, the capacity. So this is about 200 ml, this is 500. So this is designed to replicate the tea ceremony. So small chamber, a small capacity, large amount of leaf, very short brewing times. So this replicates the tea ceremony style. This is much more a kind of Western brewing style. Secondly, this has the decanter with it. So you put the leaf in here, pour the water over. When it brews, when it's finished brewing, you push the button and that will decant the tea from this top chamber into this bottom chamber, which is glass. So therefore it can sit quite happily and there'll be no controversy over plastics. And you pour and you keep reinfusing. So this I advise for 1 to 2 people doing tea ceremony style brewing. I mean, if you're doing very small cups tea ceremony style brewing, then you can do 3, 4 people with this. But this is really imitating the tea ceremony, whereas this is much more of a no-nonsense, day-to-day tea brewer. Okay, that's it, tea heads. If you have any questions, then please fire them in the comments section below. If you made it to the end of this video, then please give the video the thumbs up. If at any point you're in London, then come and visit our shop in Camden to say hi and taste our wares. Other than that, I'm Don May from Mayleaf. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from the tea bags, keep drinking the good stuff, and spread the word, because remember, nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.